Hello everybody, this is the A button here. When I was recording this video with my friends, the microphone didn't record because I forgot to turn it back on after doing a video where I couldn't turn on the microphone. But then I decided to use this footage to show you two times that I won as the imposter. I won as the imposter twice in a row, and also a quick guide to being the imposter, a way to win almost every game. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. So, obviously, as you can see, I got imposter. I was pretty excited. Now, I noticed that everybody was doing keys, and so I had to do keys. Because one surefire way to know if someone's the imposter on the polis is because if one person gets the task of putting in their keys, everybody gets that task. It's a task that everybody gets. So if one person does it and nobody else does it, that's a surefire way to know that they're doing fake tasks, and therefore are an imposter. So, I usually go through decontamination into the specimen room to kill, or sometimes I get past the specimen room and I decide to go into admin. So, the tedious process of this was going through decontamination, but it's not that bad. I then looked at admin to see if anybody was alone, and I noticed that someone was in the office, which is just across the street. So, fully accepting the risk, I went into the office, hesitated. I was gonna try and shut the doors on them, but I guess I didn't. And they left, and I was disappointed. So, I went on to my next chance. So I didn't want to act suspicious. I didn't want to get back in the ship. I decided to set off the reactor, wait for somebody to come nearby, which in this case was my friend Potato, kill him, and report the body, and say that I was going to fix the seismic thing, and that I came across Potato. That was a pretty good alibi, and it actually tricked my friends, as you can see in this vote. So, Turtle got kicked, and then I happily watched his body fall into the lava pit, and that beautiful text came onto the screen. So then, the other guys knew that something was up. They didn't suspect me, but they knew that it must have been someone else. Now, we only had a small group of 5 people, so I kinda had to... I mean, it wasn't that long of a game. And as you see, I have achieved victory. So, I know that I cut, so it's not going to be as believable that I got the imposter the very next round, but I can assure you that I did, because it happened before on my stream that someone got the imposter twice in a row. So, I was having the time of my life because this was fun. I love being the imposter, and then showing off my expert skills, pretending to do tasks, and manipulating everyone into thinking something else. So, I wanted to set off a sabotage just as I was getting clean, so I had an alibi that I had to walk all the way through decontamination, the specimen room, and decontamination again. And once I finished that, I looked at admin to see if anybody was alone. I saw electrical was alone, so I started my way to electrical. Nobody was nearby. I used the vent, hopped into the storage room, and I made my way to electrical, which I then realized I walked right past it. So, yellow was alone in there still. Made sure that nobody was in the actual electrical room. Closed the doors. They tried to run to security. I killed them. And first I thought I should walk out the door, but then I realized a vent would make me less suspicious. And then I saw the door open. I thought that somebody was coming, and so I hid in the vents until somebody reported the body. So, I also tricked my friends again with another alibi. Now, I can't exactly remember what the alibi was, but it must have worked, because they voted off Potato. And then I smiled and watched as they plopped into the lava, and that beautiful text once again came across my screen. So now I knew I only had to kill one more of these dweebs. They try to practice social distancing, which I'm not going to get mad at them for that, but it does certainly make it harder for me to kill them. So, I chose purple as my target and started chasing him around. Weapons room, he was cornered. But I was too slow, so I started chasing him around the map. And this apparently wasn't suspicious at all, so I got to kill him and I won once again. Now here's what you really came here for. The guide on how to win as the imposter. My pro expert tips. Welcome class. Now observe, we're going into free play. We're going on the Skeld because most people are broke and they can't afford the other maps. And that's completely fine. I need to change the settings of the game. Okay, so, you gotta understand what visual tasks are. This is not a visual task right now. But, the many visual tasks, the one that has the most is the Skeld. And the 4 visual tasks are as follows. In storage, emptying the chute, which also you can see many Easter eggs to the Henry Stickmin collection in here. But, they're called visual tasks because you can actually see that they've been done. Like you saw the trash fly out a chute there. Now, the second one, this is less known, but it's the shields. So, notice these lights over here. Now I'm going to prime the shields. And now notice the lights. That's another visual task. Up here is in weapons to clear the asteroids. Don't focus on the minigame, but you can actually see the little cannons up front shooting as I shoot. So that's cool. And you can physically see these tasks being done. And the most prominent one, the one that is most popular, it's across all the maps, is the med bay and submitting a scan. So, as the imposter, you want to avoid these tasks at all costs. Because if you pretend to do these tasks, people are definitely going to call you out on it. So, yeah. Now let's quickly switch over to being the imposter, and I'll give you some tips and tricks to actually being the imposter. So, first step is waiting for your kill cooldown to go down. You should always utilize vents if nobody's watching. Oh, great, the dummy is watching. I don't care about the dummy. Use vents for quick travel, they are really important, but you do need to notice that when you're in a vent, your kill cooldown will not go down. That is a very important detail. So you're going to want to wait for your kill cooldown to go down before you hop in a vent. Also, if you see someone alone in a room, hop out of the vent, kill, and get back into the vent. That's the quickest way to deter any suspicion. Now, you should also be mindful of where all these cameras are. There are 4 cameras in the building, as you can see on the monitor, and you need to stay away from them at all costs. There's one right here. There's one right here. There's one right here. And then there's one up here. So, anytime that you see the little red lights blinking on the security cameras, you know that somebody's watching them. And the only way to stop them from watching the cameras is to sabotage and get rid of communications. Once the communications are sabotaged, they cannot see the cameras anymore. Therefore, you are free to kill anyone that might see you, killing people. Another main key of trying to kill people is look for lone crewmates. It's that simple. And it really helps if you report the body immediately after. If you hesitate to report the body, people are going to suspect you. Now, these are dummies, they are not intelligent. So they just vote for someone random. But if your crewmates are saying that they suspect someone that's not you, definitely try to help to vote them off, because that just means less victims for you to have to kill, less work to be done, the quicker you can win. Now, if they're trying to suspect you, you're definitely going to want to come up with an alibi, and it's best to use those vents to quickly get away from where the kill was so that less people suspect you. It's that simple. Now, if I'm correct, there should be a dummy in the admin. Another thing to do that you can only do in online matches, because these dummies don't move at all. Yeah, I know that. Would be if there was a sabotage, specifically communications, and everybody is in one group trying to fix communications, that is the best time to kill someone. Pretend that you're doing communications. You can actually fix it. And then somebody will notice the body. Or if you're sure that everybody's trying to fix it, kill and run away. So that pretty much concludes the best way to be an imposter. Hey, Editing Aiden here. I just wanted to point out the fact you need to be really careful with vents, because even if the people can't see you in the room, they can still see vents open and close through the room. So if they see that, they can walk into the room, find you in there, and then immediately find you as the imposter. So you really need to be careful of that. And I'm gonna show you these plans in action on an online match. Oh, guys, it looks like we already know who the killer is. Ha ha ha! Oh, never mind, he left. Okay, as you see, we got the imposter. This is fun. It only took me about 3 games to do. So as you can see in the corner, I have no visual tasks. That is very important. Okay, now that's just not fair. So in a chat, you should act suspicious of other people. Green. And always act like a crewmate. Like, ask for proof. If you're trying to get someone off, ask for proof. Because it's kind of suspicious when you just force that decision on someone. The ugly green. Yeah, let's just skip. Try to agree with someone if it's kind of unreasonable. So I'm going to try and use these tactics to win the game. I'm going to do my best. Alright. So we're going to walk around. Try to sabotage as much as possible. It's a very good thing to do. Alright, there we go. Vents for quick travel. I swear to God, these people better get it. Oh God, I didn't realize that the kill cooldown was so big. Okay, that's not good. Alright, it's not gonna be as easy as I thought. Okay. Just need to kill one person. Come on. Alright. That's just the first kill. That's the first kill. This is gonna be hard. Huh? Looks like Blue's getting tossed. Oh darn, what a shame. Nice. That was a good kill. That was a good kill. So now I just gotta wait 45 seconds for the next kill. Uh-oh. Where are they? Where? What? It's not me. Crap! I was so close. Oh, okay, fine. Guess it's game over. Fine. I guess scratch everything that I just said. I guess I'm wrong. I guess there is no strategy to playing as the imposter. Fine. That's fine. That's perfectly fine.